is on Angel Fox. Which is on Angel Fox's rant on me. Anyways, before we get started, I just want to say don't attack this user or witch hunt this user or anything. Anyways, let's get started.
Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about someone who has shown a complete lack of morals and decency. This person is none other than Foxy the Fox 110. If you're one of those people that support this user, let me be crystal clear. I have no respect for you.
Wow, this person can't handle opinions of users who like me and support me.
My lack of respect has nothing to do with my ability to handle those that like you. I just happen to believe that people who support you are making a poor choice, and it reflects negatively on your character.
Well, it doesn't change the fact that people have the right to support me.
That's not the point. I was questioning why people would choose to support someone like you who's done and said many messed up things online, which is quite puzzling and disturbing.
Your little reverse psychology attempt won't work here, so try again. I'm not going to mince words or sugar.
It was a reverse psychology. I just misunderstood.
What do you mean you misunderstood?
Opinion, and here's why. Because they're willing to overlook her past behavior and forgive her for her actions. She's lead, manipulated, and taken Yeah, whatever. Everything you say is just to try and gain support from your dumbass fans.
Actually, what I'm saying is the truth. Because I'm using the truth to defend myself.
Most of the shit you say is just your own version of the story, which is twisted and manipulative to fit your narrative. So basically, it's not the people who will support you, it's just that they're fooled by your lies, because they aren't willing to do some research and just takes your word for it.
I'm using a real trip to defend myself.
Some people out there defending her.
Well, that's because they know I'm innocent.
Well, that just shows how blind they are.
They're not blind, they actually know that I'm innocent because they know for a fact I'm 100% innocent.
That's fucking bold, don't you think?
I mean, it does take a special kind of ignorance to defend someone who's done many bad things. This just shows that not only...
All I've done was made past mistakes. Now I learn from my past mistakes. I know some of the past mistakes that I've made are kind of bad. I mean, not bad, but nobody's perfect, and we all make mistakes. And at least I've learned from my mistakes and improved.
Oh, please spare me the bullshit. Yes, everyone makes mistakes, but there's a difference between making a harmless mistake and doing something completely despicable. The things you've done go way beyond just a few past mistakes, they were, and there's no excuse for it. And clearly you've done way more than just apologize and claim to have learned that from your mistakes. You've been trying to downplay and make excuses, which is not cool.
Standing up for what's right, but also shows you're fucking complicit in her deceit and toxicity.
Well, they actually stand for what's right, because they know I'm innocent.
Well, thanks for proving my point.
Well, I didn't actually prove your point, because I proved your point wrong.
Actually, you were proving my point. Because by defending yourself and ignoring your toxic behavior, your supporters are complicit in it and are turning a blind eye to your actions and enabling your toxic behavior.
So let's just get to the point.
And I don't manipulate anybody.
Shall we? Now, but
And I'm not toxic either.
how do I even start? She's had proven multiple times that she's not worthy of anyone's respect.
Actually, I do deserve respect.
Yeah, I highly doubt so.
Well, true, I do deserve respect.
Right after you said pedos can be forgiven and saving CP. I don't think so, madam.
Let me explain how. First off, she's manipulative and tries to manipulate her fans to believe...
Bullshit.
Yeah, well, you play that victim card every time someone calls you out for your
I'm not playing the victim card. I actually am the victim.
behavior
See, you're doing it right now. But you probably don't even realize it now.
and twist the truth to your advantage.
Actually, I'm speaking the real truth.
Which is a version you made to get people to buy into your excuses.
So don't pretend like you're not doing it. We all can see right through it. In her lies.
You just proving my point of how... you just proving my point about my hate them.
What do you mean proving your point? I'm proving that people are sick and tired of your manipulative tactics and constant victim complex. And as for your hatedom, it's not irrational hate, it's valid criticism based on your actions and behavior.
For example,
I'm just speaking the truth to my fans.
she tries to deflect attention away from her past behavior by claiming she has changed and grown as a person.
Yeah, I've changed.
No, ma'am, you didn't.
actually have changed.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that someone's changed so much and is still using the same toxic tactics to get what they want. Actions speak louder than words, man.
Behavior on the internet have told a different story.
I've actually improved.
Secondly, she saved CP on his
Pretty much.
to expose someone online which she was a person.
Yeah, I've changed.
No, ma'am, you didn't.
Behavior on the internet have told a different story.
I've actually improved.
Secondly, she saved CP on his
Pretty much.
to
Going to go back a minute so I can see what the text said. Because I went
she
back
has
to
changed
that.
the girl as a person.
Yeah, I've changed.
No, ma'am, you didn't.
Behavior on the internet have told a different story.
I've actually improved.
Secondly, she saved CP on his
Pretty much. What I said is slandering much.
Slandering? No, I'm speaking the truth about your actions. Saving CP for the sake of exposing another person online isn't something to be taken lightly. It's alarming behavior that needs to be addressed. Stop trying to diminish the seriousness of your actions by calling it slandering.
to expose someone online which she admitted to do and that itself a big
Well, I know it saved CP because it was already censored.
Well, it doesn't change the fact that you still saved that kind of image in the first place.
Well, it doesn't count as saving CP because it's already censored.
Censored or not, it's still CP. Stop hiding behind excuses and take responsibility for it now.
In fact, it already has been confirmed that I never saved CP.
Confirmed? By who? Yourself or your brain-dead followers? It hardly counts as confirmation if you're referring to statements you made yourself. Not like anyone would confirm you didn't save CP when there's evidence to back it up. You admitted it yourself, and the fact
I never saved CP.
Bro can't even keep her story straight. The fact that you're trying to deny it makes it look more suspicious.
Well, that's when you're wrong. Because like I said before, it already has been confirmed that I never saved CP.
Alright. After doing a bit of research, for once I'll believe you. But it doesn't change the fact that you admitted to do so in order to expose others.
Not only is it illegal, but it's also really unethical. I mean, what message does that send? That it's okay to have CP on your phone as long as you're doing it for a good reason? That's just wrong on so many levels.
And plus, why are you bringing up something that I've already addressed it?
Doesn't mean it's still not a serious issue. It's not something we can brush aside and ignore just because you've given some half-assed explanation for it.
Not only your behavior, reasons. Your behavior.
White people already addressed it, already debunked, even though people are still bringing it up. Bringing it up and trying to make it look bad.
Well, you already looked bad to begin.
Nope.
So all of the accusations, complaints, and evidence against you that you just sweep under the rug are all just false. People just randomly decide to hate on you for no reason. No, the truth is, you've done and said a lot of things that make you look bad, you just don't want to admit it or take responsibility for your actions.
With reasons.
I went out and debunked it all and explained what actually happened.
Reasons.
Actually, I did.
Your behavior. She even said she would ship a grown-ass man with
You already looked bad to begin with.
So didn't mean to go backwards.
your behavior.
I went out and debunked it all and explained what actually happened.
Your behavior. She even said she would ship a grown-ass man with a young teenager and claims that if these two people were, she would ship them together.
I was talking about they were both adults, so therefore it's not shipping.
Shipping, dating, it doesn't matter what you call it. You're talking about a grown-ass man and a young teenager in a relationship, and that
I was talking about they were both adults.
it really doesn't matter if you were talking about them being adults or not. Shipping them together in any capacity, whether they're kids or adults, is inappropriate and uncomfortable. It's not your place to determine who should be paired together, especially when those involved are minors. It may seem harmless to you, but it's not respectful or appropriate behavior. Just not appropriate.
And also, shipping is not pedophilia.
Yeah, but it's really inappropriate to do, especially if they're minors or if it's without their consent. It doesn't matter if you said if they were, it's still a messed up thing to say. Stop trying to weasel out of it by arguing.
I'm not.
Yes, you are, and I can see right through it.
This is incredibly wrong and creepy for so Firstly, it's completely inappropriate to ship real people and can make them uncomfortable. Secondly, she's suggesting that she would only ship them with Theodore, which implies that she's already thought about this and is waiting for them to reach a certain age before performing. This is predatory. Uncomfortable. Secondly, she's suggesting that she would only ship them with Theodore, which implies that she's already thought about this and is waiting for them to reach a certain age before performing.
And the key word is word.
Yeah, exactly. This is
And also, there's actually two keywords, which is word and if.
predatory and unanswered.
Nope, it's not.
Explain to me how it's not predatory behavior.
Because shipping doesn't make someone a pedophile.
That's pretty vague, Foxy.
You're thinking about shipping these two together if they were, which is completely in. Really need to watch your mouth before you get yourself into more hot water. Behavior. Not to mention,
I'm not even a pedophile.
it's just boring and under. If they were, which is completely inappropriate. You really need to watch your mouth before you get yourself into more hot water. Behavior. Not to mention, her
I'm not even a pedophile.
it's just boring and under.
Go back a minute, because I did not see what the text said. Because it went by too fast.
If they were, which is completely inappropriate. You really need to watch your mouth before you get yourself into more hot water. Behavior. Not to mention, her
Even a pedophile.
it's just.
Well, I'm not a pedophile, so stop slandering me.
Slandering you? It's not slander if it's based on facts and evidence, Lel.
That's an opinion, not a reason.
Actually, there's a reason why you suck.
Yeah, nope, it's actually an opinion.
Didn't even bother to hear me out, huh?
If your content relies on milking a certain trend to get views and subscribers, it shows you're not even trying to be creative.
I am trying.
No, you aren't.
Temple videos are just part of my content.
Doesn't make it any creative, though.
And can't even keep your audience engaged without relying on whatever's popular at the moment. The only reason you're excusing it as an opinion is because you know it's true.
I'm actually saying it's an opinion because it actually is an opinion.
Vague statement. But even so, I'm just providing you feedback, but it seems that you don't even want to take consideration into it and use it to improve yourself and your content.
She relies on such a trend to farm views rather than making videos that are actually interesting. Over.
I do other videos as well, not just those type of videos.
She doesn't deserve to get any views. She
I actually deserve views.
And what makes you think you deserve views just by milking a trend?
Well, I don't milk those videos because I only upload one of them a day.
Which is basically milking them.
That's all I the views because I work hard on my videos, but I try my best.
Using a mic and screen recording takes some effort, but it doesn't make your videos high quality or engaging. The only thing you're doing is relying on shortcuts and gimmicks instead of putting in real work into it.
She can't handle any criticism.
I can handle criticism.
Remember the time when you got called out for your inappropriate behavior, and instead of taking
I do other
and she can't handle any criticism.
I can handle criticism.
Remember the time when you got called out for your inappropriate behavior, and instead of taking responsibility for it, you lashed out and attacked the people who criticized you.
I never attack them. I'll just defend myself.
There's a difference between attacking somebody and defending yourself. You've been framing the criticism the person gave you as an attack, which is a way to avoid accountability for your actions and not using it as an opportunity to learn or grow. Not like you learn anything anyway.
Directed towards her. Whenever people rightfully question her actions or disagree with her, she gets defensive and instead of taking responsibility,
I'm actually defending myself.
she goes on the attack and
I don't attack people who agree with me. I don't attack people who disagree with me. I'm fine with people disagreeing with me.
Hey, that's interesting, considering the fact that every time someone criticizes or challenges you, you respond just by attacking them.
I don't attack them.
If you
There's a difference between denying the truth and disagreeing with someone, and what they're doing is denying the truth, and I'm just defending myself.
That's not the point. Disagreement is where people express different opinions, but the person who called you out was giving out evidence and addressing your behavior, and when you say they're denying the truth, it's just you avoiding accountability.
truly okay with disagreement, you would handle criticism in a more mature and respectful manner.
I do handle criticism.
No, you don't. Stop saying you do, because you're being told you can't.
but you don't, and it just
Bullshit
shows how insecure and defensive you really are.
about
There's a
me.
difference between denying the truth and disagreeing.
Commentaries on them instead of just letting it go.
Well, I'd like to respond to them.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should do it.
Well, I choose to respond to them.
What does that supposed to mean?
Because it just shows how fucking insecure and thin-skinned you are and makes you look bad on the long run.
Nope. You guys are the ones trying to make me look bad.
Excuse me, but you're the one responding to every video made on you, which brings attention to more criticism and makes it seem like you're unable to let it go. Ignoring it would really save your reputation, but nope, you just choose to constantly engage in it, which makes you amplify the negative attention even more.
Shows how thin-skinned and childish she can be.
I'm not childish.
Just handling negative feedback. And that's why Foxy the Fox 110 sucks. And to all the Foxy fans out there, I just don't get it. How can you still support it like someone who has done so?
Well, they have the right to support me. They have the right to support me. But they support me because they know I'm innocent.
Yeah, just as I have the right to criticize you. And as for them thinking they're innocent, they're completely desperate. Even the image you created for yourself, and they're too gullible to see through your act.
Nope, they know that I'm innocent. And they know that I'm a good person.
That may be how you see it, but just because your fans support you doesn't mean they aren't blind to the real truth.
I guess maybe you're just as messed up.
Imagine doing past mistakes like the Western Hitler.
The fuck kind of comparison is that? I mean, come on, bringing up Hitler and comparing yourself to him is just absurd.
It's just an expression, you know.
Well, that expression doesn't apply.
Just using him as a way to deflect from your own actions, to downplay the severity of them.
Yeah, you dude.
But let me just say this. You're better off following someone else who has a better relationship with basic human decency.
I actually have a good relationship with my friends and family.
That's not what I meant. I meant the world around you.
Which I do have a good relationship with that.
Shown you don't have much of it based on what you've said and done. You're completely missing the point here.
Anyways, that's the end of the second video that I'm doing a Foxy response on, or the Deborah Foxy response.
To all the supporters of Foxy, I just want to say this. Continue to support her if you want, but don't be surprised if you end up disappointed in the end. She may put on a sweet and innocent act, but
I actually am innocent.
Bullshit.
the truth will always come out. Don't blindly follow someone who's done and said so many problematic things. Wake up and open your eyes to the reality of who she really is.
They actually know who I really am. And they know that I'm a good person who's innocent.
Now, the irony is strong with you. You just keep repeating the same mantra of being a good person who's innocent as if it somehow absolves you of any wrongdoing. Newsflash. Just because you keep saying it doesn't make it true. I mean, people might start taking you seriously if you spend less time trying to convince yourself and others that you're the epitome of innocence, and more time actually acting like a decent human being.
And to you, Foxy. Well, let's just say I hope you were happy with the mess you've made.
Now, so part of the truth has already came out, which is that I now save CP. So basically that has been confirmed that I now save CP. Now I'm just waiting for the rest of the truth to come out.
Me too. Maybe it's that you're not the sanely innocent person you pretend to be.
Anyways, now waiting for the rest of the truth to win. Anyways, that's the end of the Foxy response, and hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Foxy the Fox 110, the TPL fan, out.